end of it, it wasn't good. So let's talk pickleball.
Okay.
Tell me what you want to do. Tell me where you are. Tell me the things that you want to learn and go through.
Okay. I'm starting to make really good progress on foot positioning, support positioning. I see my partners up. Maybe I want to go back a little bit. Little things like that. I'm starting to, when to approach the kitchen. Not on the first shot, obviously. I constantly just hit it well before the glass.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Which if you played another sport, you're used to doing it.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, yeah.
My serve was great when I first started. The first day I picked up a paddle.
Okay.
It was really good.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden I lost it. In golf when you get the yips.
The yips, yeah.
And I couldn't hit. I was hitting it. I wasn't even getting it at the line. And so I went out yesterday or 2 days ago and I hit a bunch of balls in my backyard. And I was doing this. Amanda said, like the bowling.
Yep.
Right? But I was really having trouble controlling whether the racket has to be just right if you're going to do it like that, right?
Right.
But so I went out and I changed it to this, and the other night I was very accurate with it. And I wasn't going too far over the net. It was a pretty good serve for my stage.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe I should stick with that kind of a serve.
Well,
This one is such a disaster.
So good players get the yips. Bad players get the yips. All God's children get the yips. That happens. The thing about it is this. If it's in the blue box, that's a good serve. That's it.
But it's in.
Yes, that's a good serve. In this sport, where you play tennis or another sport, if you have to hit you have a kick serve, you have a flat hard serve, you want to hit one serve down the middle, you want to hit one serve that cuts out. That's tennis. I play table tennis and tennis. Table tennis, you're like this, you're going to get a really spinny serve, and so the person misses, that's table tennis.
Right.
In this game, you just want to get it in the box. So one thing that people will argue about with this serve is that you're hitting sideways with the ball, and you're hitting at your hip, and that could be a violation. That's what people will say, that this is not a legal serve.
Really?
Where they want you to come down and over like that as a legal serve. Now, you work with Amanda, and it says it's like bowling, because it's like bowling, but what you were talking to me about was your hand position and the yips. So you have to take the yips out of your game in this respect. When you say, I have a great serve, and I had the yips for a month, you still have a great serve. You just had the yips. So it's in.
Not good.
In is great.
I was hitting it in.
In is great because the pros get it in. That's the goal. It's when they had the spin serve off the paddle, they did the chainsaw stuff. That's gone. Can't even do it anymore. So now it's back to just tossing it up and hitting it. So when you talk about the accuracy, is you're talking about the paddle face. If it's faced the wrong way and you hit it, you're gonna hit it over there. Face the wrong way, you're gonna hit it over there. That's all true. But when you do this, and it is like bowling, you go. That's how you hit a serve. So when we say no paddle, come with me, no paddle. So this is so. Do you bowl?
I do. I used to.
So you take 5 steps before.
5.
Okay, so it's 4, 5, boom. Right? So that's what you're gonna do here. Your bowling steps, you're gonna go 4, 5, boom. So that's what you do here with the ball. Right, now you went straight up. So now let's push that ball in. So if you're bowling, right? You want to get your mark, you're getting right? You gotta get straight through that ball. Not just through the dot, but through the arrow. So you want to look through the arrow, straight through the arrow. Okay, so you're backwards there, because it is right, left, boom. That's what it is. Yep, right, left. So it's So you turn your hand. Your palm says your phone. So you turn your hand. And that's how you do this. So turn this palm to the ball. Palm. The palm leads. Palm leads. That's right. So palm leads. Finish through. So what? Okay, so you see. You do this. You take the bucket. If I tell you that the top of your racket here, right? Two diodes right here that lead, that turn in and become like a laser, so you can cut me straight in half, right? So your paddle is gonna cut this court straight in half, but I'm standing here, so your paddle cuts me straight in half, all the way to the sky.
Okay.
Straight at me, all the way up. All straight up. Straight up. Straight through me. Boom. That's all right. Paddle face straight through me. Straight through me. That's all right.
This is illegal?
If you're above your hip,
Tell me if this is illegal. That's illegal?
I would never call it. But some people may because you're at your hip.
Okay.
It's all right. There it is. There it is. Nice and easy right over. That's it. Good, good, good. Right over me. Right at me. Point to me. Yep, that's it. Right direction. Point right at me. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I got it. But it's really classic yips.
It is.
Classic yips because you literally in every spot around. Get to my left, get to my right, get in front of me, get in behind me. You are, it's exact, it is what this is all. You're gonna just go. My wife had she was every single swing. Yeah, that's good. You're playing great, man. Because it's dangerous. So you don't let it sink into your brain. So you take the paddle. So now, grip it like this. So you can't hit this shot. But you want the paddle to face me. That paddle's not facing you. When you go to hit the ball, the paddle's facing you. By the time you hit the ball, the paddle faces you. Instead of this way. Instead of going like this. So we're gonna put something else. Because it is like bowling, but you're right now in your hand. So stand here on the line. Take this ball, pop it up in the air like that. Take it up. See, so now, it's not back so fast. Ball's in front of you, paddle's here. Do that. Just right here. Right here. So I want your paddle and your ball. I'm gonna show you. I want your paddle and the ball right here. Just like this. No. See, yours is like this. Take it in your hand. So there you go. Now, just go. Yep. Look, just right on the paddle. Now see, you're turning your paddle so that your hand is almost like this. Get it flat. Yeah, there you go. Now just down to here. And you turn. So you're gonna only move the paddle 3 or 4 inches. No wrist. So your wrist is turning. So you really have to be flat. So put your hand like this. Give me that. Hand like this. That's how your hand has to be. So you put your hand in your paddle just like that. That's it.
Okay.
So now your hand's like this. So now, like this, go down 3 inches. 4 inches, like that. sideways. So we got to be straight at me. That's good. Right up front, straight at me. Straight at me. With your forehand. Yep. Yes. Yes. We get a buck. We'll get him. We got the tubes. So what's happening is you're turning your wrist out.
Yeah, no, I know. Or then I try to overcompensate and I end up hitting
Flip it.
the corner of the
Right,
net.
so you're doing this with your wrist. So we're gonna get your wrist to be steady and flat. Because that's gonna be that's what needs to change. You have the yips, yes, but you're turning that wrist out to compensate.
Also have a pronounced natural slice. With both backhand and forehand. Of course, that goes against what you were just talking about. Having flat turning. Sometimes I can't resist placing it or it doesn't matter.
The key is you're gonna walk. You don't do it. That's the key. So when you say the natural slice, that's good. But I look at this as having two, right? So the natural slice is a two. You're not forced to. So if you're using it when you say, I can't resist, that's okay. When you're using it when it's appropriate shot and certain selection of the game that you're trying to get a point or orchestrate a point, then what we're looking at is something that's not beneficial to your game. So you need control. You need to be the one that says, I'm going to slice this ball because this is the best time to slice the ball. I'm going to hit the ball, deep, or I'm going to hit the ball with top spin or back spin because I'm doing that intentionally. That's where you need to be. And if you're not there, then we have to work through the stroke mechanics and get you to be there. Those are the keys to the game. So when you say I have the service shifts, you also have a mechanical thing that you do to change your service. And it also respects your stroke. When we sit in front of each other, I'm going to stay right there. You have to be in control of the stroke. It's on you. You're going to dictate the pace and the time and the space. So if I say, we're in a cooperative drill, you and I together. We're going to hit the ball, come up to the kitchen line. You're going to hit the ball back and forth, underhand like this. So I'm seeing you hit here on your belly button. Get your hand out here. Yes. And bend your knees a little bit so you want to be out here. Yeah, keep it out front. Keep it out front. Keep it out front. Boom. Boom. Yes. Out front of you, push it right at me. Yes, right at me. Push. You see your backhand's coming along pretty well, all forehand. So if I get to you close to your backhand, move over and take it. So I'll show you. So we're going to hit forehand, so
Okay.
so I'm going to go here. You don't hit backhand, hit forehand.
Oh.
Boom. Yep, stay up there. I want you up here like this. Every shot. Every shot there. Every shot. Right there. Yep. Even if it's down, come up and get there. Forehand. Yeah. Forehand. So that's the slice you're talking about.
No. I mean, if we hit a couple, I could show you.
Okay, okay. So, forehand. Just like this, underneath. 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 Yeah. So that's the shot you want. This is the shot we're hitting. I know it's gonna, this is because this is going to be that same motion. Boom, boom. There it is. Yeah. Yep, out. So your wrist.
Yeah.
So every joint we have introduces error into our shot. So if you do this, it multiplies. Your wrist stays solid. You move it into position, and then once it's in position, everything stays live. And you're pushing from here. So when you do this, it adds error. So you want to just push. So when you push this shot, it's pushing it like that. Right. So you're gonna come straight through, and you don't want to lock up. You want to be a little fluid. That's okay. Take a little step, get it in. There you go. It's a hard habit to break.
Yes.
That wrist, because you do it, and that's probably where you get a lot of slice and a lot of turn. You got to be able to have that wrist straight. That's actually the best push right there. So push it out just like that.
The one you call me by surprise now?
Yeah, that's the one. That's it. Push. Yes. Push back. Yes. Push. Yes. Nice. Nice. Straight at me. Good. Good. That's good. Straight at me. Boom. Yes. Yes.
Jeez.
It's all right. That's my fault. Nice. Let's go. Good. Push straight back. Yep, straight back. So you're aiming. Boom. So just straight at me. Yes. All right. It's all right. They're coming at you. So kick that one away. There we go. Yes. Straight at me. Straight. There you go. That's good. Push that right. You just opened up a little late. That's right. Keep that wrist. Good. Yes. Push. Straight at me. There you go. Straight. Nice. Straight at me. No wrist. Yes. Push. Yes. Yes. Yep. So when you get close to yourself, when it starts to get close to your body, you paddle hook.
Oh, yeah.
You're here and then you
Yeah.
come in. So when you're here, you would come in this way, it'd be better for you. So when it gets close to you, you want to come in where the paddle is perpendicular, parallel to the net.
Right.
That's how you want to come into that shot, out front. Because you get it here, you're locked out.
Right.
You get it here, push it right back straight. Yeah. So we're here, and then there.
Okay.
Let me get some balls. Oh, you got a couple more. So all over there. Yep. Yep. That's right. We'll get them. We got the two over there. All right.
The last 10 balls I showed, I could feel what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can see it start to come together. That's good. the strokes, and then I want to go through. The first thing you said was the surge. So that's what we were talking about at first.
Yeah.
So tell me some other stuff while we're picking up balls that you want to go through.
I want to say, thinking, I guess my forehand, my ground stroke.
All right, so we'll do a couple of more of these because I want you to sort of feel that in your hand.
Okay.
And then we'll go through your ground strokes as well. So see, you're hooked in, and I'm trying to get you to open a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. That's when it gets close. Yep, yep. Yep. Now you're pushing out. Push towards me. So you're catching it back here. Catch it out front. That's where your control is out front. Push through. See, it got to me, and I didn't get it. It's got to be out. So now you're just sort of going through. Give me the stroke. Feel that stroke. Feel that. Yeah. Push it out. Yeah. So there's no body there. Just arm. Give a little body. Let's go. Watch it in the hand. Yeah. You watch the ball. Watch it come to me. Yes. Right to me. Yeah. See, now, then you pushed out because you got too many in a row. And you got back to that other habit. The focus, you lost that sort of intensity you had when you were pushing it towards me. That focus stays the same, right at me. Keep that focus right at me. There you go. Come up above the net. Finish your ball up. So you're come through. Come through. You're tapping it over. That's it. Come through. Yes. Get out of your body. Get away from your body. Get out front. Yep, out front. Watch the ball hit my paddle and come to your paddle. Yep, watch play.
I know. It's just like my mind is telling my body to do something. The body's not listening.
Well, you have a couple strokes in a row, then you relax. Because that's how you're holding the paddle, and that's how you're handling. So you have to tell yourself, right at my body, 10 times in a row. Right at me, 10 times in a row. 1, 2, 1 right at my body. 1, forehand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right at me. 8. Come on. So 8 times in a row in the right spot. Because you know you have to do it 8 times in a row. That's because you're telling yourself I have to do it 8 times in a row. Now you're saying to yourself 10 times. You beat the record. It was 8. Let's go. 1, 2. I got it. Nope. 1. Right at me. Right at me. Right at me. Let it. first shot, hold your paddle like this. This is the top edge. This is called the edge, right? That has to end up here. Right. When you hit your ground strokes, and I'm going to hit one over here. When you hit your ground strokes, you don't hit it. I'm going to hit it.
Okay.
You want to hit it, and you want to finish here. That's where you want to hit. You want to be here, and you want to finish there. That's the shot. Okay? Now I'm going to hit them to you. They're going to bounce. I want you to put it that way. Nope. I want you to. You're doing that. So you want to, when you hit, it's, imagine this is the pickleball.
Right.
Your stroke goes through two of these balls and comes up. You're just chipping the ball. You're not finishing stroke. You chip and then you come up. All the way through. Yeah. That's what you have to do. That's the key. That's the ground stroke. You have to have your body involved. Okay? That's better. Let's go. There it is. That you weren't set up for. You were standing straight up, but that's the shot. Your stroke looks better already. Let's go. All the way through. That's right. That's right. All the way through. Right. But now you see you're doing what a tennis player would do, which is trying to grab it with the strings and bring it up. So you got to be a little lower when you approach that ball, and not underneath it like that. Like you see that's you're doing this.
Yeah.
And I want you to do this. So the stroke is more important than the ball. So watch the ball, but do the stroke. Catch it in front of you. Yes. Did you see that? That was good. Catch it in front of you. Yep. Catch it in front of you again. Watch it come off my paddle so you know where it's going to be. Yep. So you're doing this. You're not finishing across your body. I'm going to hit it to you. I just want you to hit and finish across your body. We don't care where the ball goes.
Okay.
Finish across your body. In front of you and across your body. In front of you and across your body. So just a stroke through two balls and across your body. Yes, right. That's right. Through two balls and across your body. Through two balls across your body. Across. Yes. Yes. That's better. Through and across. That's the ground stroke. Yeah. So you've got to come across. When you hit a ball, you come up like this.
Right.
And you're not finishing a stroke. So you flip. So you really go through two balls and up every time. For the ground stroke all the way up to there. Even there when you do it, it's going to be two balls and a finish there. It won't be when you're at the kitchen, but right now that's where it has to be. Two strokes and up. So when you hit ground stroke that we're talking about, you have to be prepared very early. Right? As soon as you see it come off my paddle, you go to the direction, you set up the paddle back. You set up again. When you watch my paddle as it moves, you move just one or two steps, and you hit it again. So as a person who has played another racket sport, maybe tennis or something like that, you react late. You often react to when the ball starts to come over the net. And that's late in pickleball. Now, the pickleball court is so small.
Especially when you're up to
even if you're in transition, it's a small area. So if you're playing your ground strokes from the baseline to the kitchen, you have to make sure that you're ready to receive the ball in the back. So you're watching, and then you're moving, and then you're up here and you're ready to receive the ball. Okay, that. You catch it here, you're late. Every little angle error you make is multiplied. And by the time you get to the court, it's going to hit.
Yeah.
So those are the things you have to sort of know.
You got to move your feet into the right position before you.
Yes, so that's what I mean when I say I'm striking the ball. You have to start moving once you see me striking the ball. Because I'm striking the ball here, then you're moving, get your feet in position, so you're ready when the ball bounces. They call that being ready on the bounce. So when the ball bounces, your paddle's back and you're ready. So that's the key. That is one of the keys to this game, is to be ready on the bounce. So you
Makes sense.
You have to prepare really early because we have no space. Tennis, we have space. Here we have no space. So we're going to prepare earlier, so you'll be ready earlier. You want to drink your water? Want to grab a drink?
Yeah, I'll take a couple sips. I tell you this, I'm gonna have to keep myself from laughing when I watch the video.
Well, that's the fun part. You see our conversations, if you can hear them and you know what we talk about, it works out pretty well because you can see that motion.
And it reinforces.
And it reinforces, okay, ready on the bounce. What does he mean by ready on the bounce? Oh, and I say, oh, that was good when you say, oh, yeah, I was ready. Paddle back, ready to strike. And this one, I wasn't, and I hit it like this. You see it. And then you see your hand pronate out.
Right.
Instead of staying flat and coming in. And that's why you do that thing with the serve. And you'll get that, and your hand's got to go the same way, and you'll get straight. You'll get it because you'll see when your hand turned out. And that's what you want to stay away from because it's in your head.
Oh, I know.
It's not in your hands. When you hit 7 in a row out, all around me, you know it's in your head.
Of course.
But that's good to know.
Yeah.
It's not in your hands.
Yeah.
It's not that you can't do it. You can definitely do it.
Yeah.
And what you see, it's the same thing as if you pick a deck of cards, you say, you have to pick a blue card, and every time you did it, you picked the wrong color, then you could pick it. You just picked the wrong. Like, you know it's there. You know it's in there. So I know it's here. So we're going to hit some ground strokes and then develop them into deeper ground strokes so you have those. But you have to see a bunch. You have to have your feet ready. That's the key. Because your mobility, people think it's a thing about speed, and it's really not. Like, they're like, oh, you're so fast. It's not fast. It's prepared. You can be super prepared. I know some players who they hit the ball, they almost know where the ball is going after they hit it. I played with some players who hit it and said, you're back in. And they know it's coming because they know that goes back to here. I create I orchestrate shots and putaways in a way where I'll deep, short, through the middle. Because I know where it is. So you have to see it here. You see it later. And that's why you move later. But once you start to see it off my paddle, you'll start to move faster. So let's do it again. From transition. Take a step back. Okay, so from right there, what we're going to do is I'm going to hit them to you, and you're going to hit them back, and we're going to have the longest volley, forehand volleys we can have. So I want to hit them back to you here. Ready on the bounce. Now come back. Okay, so we got to be ready there. Now watch. Now come back. See, so I'm hitting it slow. Move. Make sure you go through. Through 2 balls and up. 2 balls and up.
Oh, jeez.
But look at where your hand finished. Every time you stop, yes. Yes. So see how you, so it's come over.
Yeah.
That was just one step over.
Yeah.
That's where you have to get the footwork. One step over is all you needed there. Yes. And that's where you were late. The first one was right, footwork's right, second one, eh. So let's get them all together. Right, now go back, watch. Now get it. I didn't mean back up, I mean go back to like a good spot. Boom. Now watch my paddle. Watch my paddle. My bad. So that, see how you backed up, let it come in here? You can hit it right out here.
I should have taken it.
Take it out front. Yes. Now watch. Yep. Good. Now watch straight through and up. Yeah, that's it. Come on. On the bounce. And that's when you overreact. Like that's when you say, ha, boom, your focus is gone. Your focus was gone. And your intention was gone. So if I say to you, 5 in a row back to me. 5. From transition to transition, 5 in a row. Be ready. 1, 2. Short hop, right?
Yeah.
You can kick it out of the air. Kick it out of the air. Take it right out of the air. We got to get 5. 1. Straight through and around. Straight through and yes. Nice and easy. Straight at me. Straight at me. Yep, straight at me. That's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. Take a step back. Take a step back. Here we go. 1. Ah! Here we go. Stay there. Stay there. Straight at me and up. Straight up. 1, 2. Now I didn't get through. I didn't finish it, set and finish. I was too late. 1. 1. 2. Good. 2. 3. Sorry. But 2 deep. So let's say we got 3. We're 3 now, right now. 2 more. 1. 2. Nice. Straight through. All the way up. That's it. Come on. There you go. But see, you had them all. Nice and easy. Right over. Nice and easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. make the move. Yeah. But now finish your shot all the way. Finish it all the way. Yes. Finish it all the way. That's the shot. That's it. Do it again. Okay, now let's gonna do it twice in a row. You ready? Once. See? Now you caught it early. Too early. Catch it. Push it back at me. Now I said 2 in a row. You change your stroke. Easy and right back. That's right. Finish the stroke. Through the ball. Yes. That's it. Through the ball. Now you sort of chopped in. Through the ball and around. Through the ball and around. Through the ball and around. Through.
My mobility is terrible.
And that's okay. That's what I'm trying to get to is that don't slice it. Straight through. So you're coming around the ball. So this is why we talked about mobility. So it doesn't matter that your mobility is hard to get side to side.
Yeah.
What matters is that you see the ball early. Then if you can only take a step, take one step early so everything's set up. So you're not running around. When you react to someone that are by you, you're like, so just take a step. Boom. That's all I want you to do. It's only one step. That's where you have to see. So you can see, you're not running around. You know, it's not going to be like you're running around. Like some people unnecessarily make a lot of noise. You're going to play it quiet, meaning that you're going to put a ball in a spot. You know where it's coming back in a way. That was your point. So when you are now hitting the ball hard and sideways, you can't manage the accuracy. You have to be very accurate. So this is why we do drills like this. You take the ball right in front of each other right here. Just pop it back and forth. We do drills like this. I got it. We do drills like this. To improve.
See, you wanted me to do that instead.
Yeah, so and if it's out here, catch it out here. Catch it out front. That's the thing. Out front all the time. Pop it back. Nice and easy. So that's us.
Yeah.
So you get that sort of motion a little bit here, a little bit there, micro adjustments I call them. Boom, boom, watch. That's where you're gonna see. You're gonna get the balls faster and easier, and it's not gonna be because you have that knee. It's gonna be because you can move over, move there, because you see it come over. So that's what we get. So when I say ready on the bounce, you're not running around the court trying to get to that ball. You have a partner too, so you're not gonna be all over the place.
Right.
But what you will be is prepared once you watch my pattern.
Anticipating the shot.
Yes, that's the key. You have to anticipate the shots. Let's get back to ground stroke. So this is what you're going to see coming off my paddle. Now coming off my paddle again. Are you ready? Yes. You see that? That's perfect. Your feet were ready. Everything was ready. So that's what you need. It's not a results-based drill. You don't have to get that over the net. You have to be prepared, make the right stroke. Later they'll come over. I don't care about that. When you're hitting them wide here, you have no control. When you're in the right spot, when your feet are right, you're going to have the control. And what you just did there was perfect. Watch it come off my paddle. Watch it come off my paddle. Watch your stroke. That was a good stroke. That was a good stroke. Little high. Straight through the ball. That was my fault too. So we're going to get some more stroke. I'm going to bounce it, hit it to you, but you can, that way you can get more timing.
Okay.
Timing sort of correct. Oh, here, that's yours. body has sort of attributes and detriments in the game. So if you say your mobility is not great, then your preparation has to be great. So if you don't have great mobility, if you have great mobility, you cheat because your preparation doesn't have to be as good. But later on, that causes them trouble. So you have to have the anticipation first, and then get your accuracy, and then it'll be a much better game. So let's go. Hit some more, and then so we talked about your serve, and I think that's just gonna come with practice.
Yeah.
Because you do have to. I mean, that's the thing.
I'll do it in the backyard because it's a good place to practice.
It's also just in your head.
Yeah.
It's not in your game. You have the shot.
Yeah.
You have it. You just have to say, you have to go through this stage of your game. And I mean, 4-0, 4-5 players in tournaments, I've seen them, 4-5 players in tournaments with gifts. It happens all the time. It's a very common problem in this game. I think in everything. But it's just the way it is. Yeah, you get it. You just, I can't do this right now. But you go through it, knowing you have it in your game. Yeah. And that's really good.
Can I take some from the baseline?
Yeah?
Because I think I'll, if I have more time to prepare and get ready and move, maybe I'll be more inclined to get the ball up.
And remember, do that again. Remember, stop there. Remember, we want this on your shoulder. So when you're hitting this, you're not getting this. Yes, that's the shot. That's the shot. That's the shot. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. It does. Muscle. Yeah. That's it. So go with the baseline. I'll hit some to you at the baseline. Perfect. I'm going to bounce it. Remember where that head's got to end up. So that's the thing. So you're standing up as you stroke. You don't. I'm going to hit one down. When you hit a stroke, you stay down. Stay down. Don't stand up. You stand up, you lose your eyesight of the ball. Stay down. Watch it. Head down. That's better. That's better. So, you're way up, right? If it's this high, you stood up. When it's low, you didn't. Oh, sorry. Yes, a little too high though. Now you have time to move over. From here, you have time. From here, you have time, right there. Yes, but now, you stood up. Stay down. That's the shot. That's the shot. Stay low, go straight through. So I understand that that's a difficult spot, but you have time. When you move early, you'll have enough time. And so let's say we have to develop another stroke. So hit it soft. When you go outside of your bucket, you're running, hit it soft into the glutes. Nice and easy. Because you're in trouble. So in order to get out of trouble, if you drive it hard, you're in more trouble. But if you hit it soft, it lands in the kitchen, then you have some more time and space to get set back up. So if it goes too wide, try to get it. Let's just hit it soft. Look, there's one right in front of you. So let's try that. Right, go through and up. That's right. What you did was right. But you stood up, that's all. Your stroke was right. Better. Straight through, stay down. See the hook? straight up. That's all. That's the miss. Stay low. Get ready. Get ready now. Watch the ball. There you go. Yeah, get ready now. See how you were ready? You just stood up.
Yeah.
So you see how much time you have when I say ready, because I'm hitting?
Yeah.
Tons of time. Then, stay low. And it gets tiring, you know? It's gonna drink. But that's what we're gonna do a bunch, because that's the thing you need, is that sort of physical, where you got muscle memory to hit the same shot over and over, because that stroke's never gonna change. Close, far away, it's not gonna change.
I was like a 190 average bowler.
Ah, good.
And the way I did it was, there were 5 things that I had to remember. And I would go through all 5 while I'm standing at the line.
Yep.
If I remember 4 out of 5, it's a good chance that I'll knock him down. If I remember all 5, it'll be a strike.
Right.
So this is kind of similar. I've got to remember to stay down, slide over, get the racket back, follow through to my shoulder.
So let's talk about that. So let's talk about the sections of it, okay? Get your ball, get up here, sit in your line, put your foot in. This is me when I bowl. Put my foot in, my ball's here. Get the ball, put it here. I'm already on my boards, I know that. Look at my dot, look at my mark, and I know I'm set. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
So when you're talking about this, your strokes, well, let's talk about that, because you can't stay down, get your paddle back, until you know where the ball's going. So the first thing to do is watch the ball off the paddle. Get your feet in position to get down, paddle back, swing low to high, stay down. That's all. That's it. First thing, watch the ball hit the paddle. 1, go to the location you have to be in. Slide to the location. Down, paddle back, swing through, and finish through. Stay down, right? So those are the ones. And now organize it. You'll see it on the tape. Organize it in your head how you have to do it.
Yeah.
But you know the order. Can't do anything till you see it come off my paddle.
Right.
That's where you prepare yourself.
Right.
So then think about those things, because it's only really, and then it becomes, maybe say 5 things. Then it becomes 3 things, because you're already standing down and going.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Yeah, so then that's sort of, think about bowling, which is really driving you nuts, especially when you're in that range, 190, 200, 210.
Yeah.
It's a hair off now.
Right.
You know, the guys who bowl 250s, those guys, their pocket for some reason is huge. They have tons of revs.
Yeah.
They have huge oil pattern. They don't care. Yeah. Guys who have precise, I'm an up and in guy. Precise bowlers need to have that mark, need to have that thing. When the oil starts to change, you have to move. It's, you know,
you got to adapt. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the things you have to do. The oil never changes.
Yeah.
This, you hit the ball clean, is right. You hit it right. It's going over.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no hanging nines. There's no 7-10 split off a ball that hit the pocket. None of that. This is exactly right. So we can equate this to bowling because we're both bowlers.
If I'm to make my swing and my follow through up here, I can't hit it soft.
Yes, you can.
That's the thing.
You can't. You don't say for example you don't hit it soft.
Right.
You can't. And this is the thing. So I'm at the baseline hitting a ball like this. Nice and
Pretty
soft.
soft, yeah.
So then when I want to drop it into the kitchen, even softer. My hands are soft. My hands not gripping the paddle hard. I'm not hitting the ball hard.
Right.
I'm doing the right motion. When you're up at the kitchen line and we're dinking, they dink like this.
I know.
They giant motions. They're kissing the ball and they're putting tons of spin on the ball, enormous amounts of spin, but they're not hitting the ball hard. So you say you don't hit the ball soft when you do that, but you can.
I just saw it. Sure.
So you can do that. It's not difficult. It's just knowing that you can. That's the first thing. You think I got to hit the snot of the ball because I'm coming back, and it's not tennis. You don't come back like this.
Right.
I'm here, and I'm through it.
Right.
And the more control you have of that point, the better player you will be. And it has nothing to do with anything but that consistent consistent. And you, I'm sure, because you're a good bowler, in your head you were doing this
Oh, yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you were fingertips.
Yeah.
So you rip through the ball. You're
Yeah.
ripping through the ball, ripping through the. You're doing it in your head all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
And if your fingers out here, then you really sort of have a lot of rotation,
Yeah.
and that's when you're getting that rotation in the ball. You're doing that here. Here's
Where's
not
my-
that.
How's my elbow supposed to be? In the middle? Is it supposed to be straight?
See where you are?
Yeah.
Your paddle should be like this, and it should be coming. Were you talking about serving?
No.
Okay, so
ground stroke.
so my hand, I try to keep my elbow in. I try to keep it in. I try to go through and keep it like that. So I'm keeping it in as I go through. You know, it's almost like you have a marble here.
But is it crooked? Is it bent a little?
No,
or-
it's not inside out. No,
No, but is your elbow straight?
it's like this.
Okay. Okay.
See, so my paddle's
So
also
it
like
is,
this.
it is bent a little bit. Okay.
But yeah, like this, connected to my body. Now my paddle face is not up. My paddle face is parallel to the ground,
Right.
perpendicular to the ground,
Right.
and parallel to the net.
Right.
Perpendicularity is huge. See how you have your face is up. Your face is up. Your face should be perpendicular to the ground, like that. And then it should come like this. Then it should go around. My paddle is like this. Watch my paddle. It's flat, and then it comes around. It's flat. If you have your paddle face up, you're gonna hit the ball up high.
Yeah.
No matter how low you are, it's going up. Like I said, it's a high power flashlight and it's pitch black. That paddle's got to be pointing straight at that target. Bam. And if you're down here, bam. And once you finish that shot, bam, you're back. You watch because you know it's going to come to. You have a couple places you know it's going to come. Then you can sort of organize your shot. Keeping in mind, and this is like a long sort of monologue, and I apologize for that.
No, it's okay.
But keeping in mind, if I hit the ball right down the middle, it's more or less going to come down the middle. If I hit the ball on a deep angle, more or less it's going to come on a deep angle. So if you're saying I have trouble with mobility, then your shots are going to be here because they can't get a good angle on you.
Right.
So that's what you want.
Yeah.
So that's how you organize your points.
Yeah.
So you keep that where they can't get a good angle on. And that's how you do. Is it time there? Oh, yeah, more or less. You want to hit a couple more though before we go?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Because that's where you want to be. So you give me an angle, I give you an angle. You hit me down the middle, I'm really not attacking, I'm trying to control you. So that's what you want. You want to be in control, but you need to have that really precise stroke, your stroke mechanics. And because you know that from bowling, you know, and like I said, we're both bowlers, so we can talk about it in that sense.
Yeah.
You have to be extremely consistent. Has to come around, that tip, that top has to be there. That paddle has to be facing away from you.
I don't want to fish away.
Yep. Away. Yep. Through 2 or 3 and away. And easy. Yeah. So bounce the ball and hit that. That's it.
Easy game.
Simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Piece of cake. Do it again.
I'm ready.
So that's what you're going to do. See, so you stood right up.
I
Stay
know.
low.
Stood up again.
I knew that was going to be good. You set your feet perfect. You're going to have to move your feet a little. Come in. There you go. Make sure that paddle ends up here. Still in. Still right. Make sure that paddle ends up here. Stay low. That's all right. Stay low.
Yeah. I know. As soon as I hit it.
Nice and easy. Focus. Remember here and finish up here. Sit up. Stay down. That's it. You see how you go through the ball? It goes flat and straight. Stay down. Stood up. Flat paddle. Boom. Let's go. Move to the ball. Move to where the ball is. Move to where the ball is. The ball is in front of you. Move. Take a step. Take a step. Take a step. So you want to hit all forehands. I want to give you that. You want to hit that forehand. Make sure. One more. Make sure it's a forehand. When the ball's gonna come up, watch it come up from my hand. Watch it bounce. Get yourself in position to hit that ball with a forehand. Watch the ball. You stood up. You stood up. I mean, you were low. You stood completely up. And you'll see that there because we're really close to the camera. You stood up away from the ball. So you have to watch, keep your head down. Don't even look where you're hitting. Just look at the ball hit the paddle. Ready? You see when you're down there looking. The ball tells you what you did. When you hit it high, you stood up. When you hit the ball like a super funny angle, sometimes you're gonna watch your paddle. So watch your paddle angle and stay low. Keep your. There's players I know, I see, like a guy named Dave Weinbach. He didn't even look at the opponent. He's like this. Because he's watching his paddle hit the ball. He exaggerates, especially when he returns to serve.
Yeah.
Because he's so accurate, he knows they return, he goes, and his head is down.
Funny.
He's funny, but he's a great player.
Yeah.
He's got tons of gold medals from doing. But he teaches that sort of that crazy. But he's right.
He's not one of the locals here.
No, Dave Weinbach lives on the West Coast.
He's a pro.
He's a senior pro, yeah. National champion.